Witajcie, tutaj Sebastian. Jesteśmy w pięknym miejscu koło Uddevalla w Szwecji, Breddas Wakepark. And I'm here with my friend Tim from Way of the Rope.
Dzień dobry.
We're going to talk about some useful stuff for people who love running.
Yep.
Tim, over to you.
Yeah, so the rope's a very simple tool. To be a better runner, you got to run a lot, but there are tools that we can use to help us educate the body a little bit better on how we can move. A lot of runners run very stiff, shoulders, hips stay stiff, and they swing the legs and the arms, which can get you so far. But you look at the top runners in the world, Kelvin Kipton, the marathon world record holder, incredible runner. He has this really fluid figure of eight happening with his rib cage as he runs. Originally, people would say, oh, he's wasting energy, and then he got the world record. So what can you really say, right? Same thing with Usain Bolt, fastest man in the world, fastest 100 meters of all time. Michael Johnson says he leaks energy, or he's efficient with energy. You look at tigers in nature, they hunt, they move like this. They don't move like that. There's this natural rib cage movement. The shoulders roll as they go. They anchor and pivot, right? It's not just swing the arms and the legs like...
Jeżeli chcielibyście się dowiedzieć, jaką linię wybrać do Rope Flow, to zapraszam do filmiku. Link powinien być pod spodem.
The spine can move in 6 directions. It can turn left, it can turn right, it can tilt left, it can tilt right, and we can flex, we can extend. When we do this infinity pattern, like so, we're doing all 6 motions with one. We've got 33 vertebrae. And so that simple pattern helps us to do this infinity pattern. And why this is important is it places our rib cage, it moves, using the spine, moves our rib cage, the center of our rib cage over each foot as we go, which allows us to move with more control and balance and efficiency. So that I'm not just dragging with my feet, I'm controlled, I'm landing my weight, using all the ligaments, the fascia, the tissues to do its job rather than using muscle to move me. I'm allowing the natural mechanics of the body to work. So to do it simply, we swing the rope with this underhand motion. If I'm swinging it on my right hand side, you can see it's going past from heel to toe. So I'm not going in this direction, in this overhand front crawl motion.
Yeah.
I'm going like I'm going backstroke, right? And then as the rope comes up, I want to pass the rope to my other hand, just to begin with, just to learn it. So it's on my left side and pass it back. And then when I'm comfortable with that, I can reach over with my left hand to my right and then come across like so. As the rope comes up, I allow it to come down past my heel. So I'm not fighting the rope, I'm letting the rope lead almost. And then when I'm comfortable with that, I can start to go left and right and allow my weight to shift. And I'm going to show that I've shifted my weight by lifting the other leg to show that I'm balanced on that foot. And you can see how that's starting to educate the movement of the body. Now this is an exaggeration. When we're actually running, we don't want to be like this. The ropes is giving us an exaggerated movement, and then we tone it down to a subtle movement. And most people are too stiff in the middle. They need to practice the exaggeration, which the rope does. And then the truth is somewhere in the middle.
So this kind of happens without even thinking about it, correct?
Without even thinking. The beauty of the rope, and what I like with physical education, is finding tools to set up scenarios and environments where the body can learn without having to use the brain. A lot of us try to think about biomechanics and we're like, technique should be this, this, and this. Whereas the rope, you swing the rope and the body's like, oh yeah, that feels okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I can go for a run or even just a hike uphill, and you can start to feel how putting the center of mass, the heaviest part, the rib cage, over the foot with the head allows me to walk uphill with more control and balance and less effort.
I know you're big on traveling drills.
Yes.
How could I apply that in movements? This simple drill.
A great question. So the next progression from once you've got this on the spot is we start to apply it to walking motion. So I have my split stance like so, and I'm on the outside leg, and as I come across the body, I take a step, and I can wait there for a second and go and take a step. And when I'm comfortable with that, I can go step, step. And what I want to do here is really try to bring the hands close to the rib cage so that I'm really guiding the movement with the spine. And again, this is an exaggeration version, but it's just educating the spine and the rib cage to move on this infinity, with this infinity pattern of motion. Yeah.
Okay, so you engage your rib cage, that engages your spine.
Yep.
Connects your hips.
Your hips, your cores are active, your lats, your shoulders are rolling. It's like there's natural movement in the body that we're starting to engage and recruit. Rather than just using muscles to move, we're starting to allow the tendons and the ligaments to do their work because they're anchoring off the bones of the body. Now the final step, which I won't teach today, but there's another move we do with rope flow called drag and roll, which we'll just demonstrate. Me and Seb can do it. And again, this gets us to really learn to rotate the rib cage and open up the spine. And this is that same movement where we can shift the weight from side to side. And there's two ways to drag and roll. So we can go left, we got to practice it on both sides. But as the rope comes in front of me, my weight follows the rope, and and as it comes behind me, my weight follows the rope. Yeah, I'll demonstrate from behind real quick. So there's again, we're learning to rotate the ribs in an exaggerated way, and then when we're actually in motion, we can tone it down, but we know the movement. This movement, ribcage shifting side to side.
Excellent stuff, man.
Thanks. Good luck with your running.
For more information, way of the rope,
Wear the rope.
excellent courses, okay?
Yep.
Or Rope Flow PL.
Thank you guys.
Cheers.
Jeżeli chcielibyście dowiedzieć się, jaką linę wybrać do ćwiczeń Rope Flow, to polecam mój inny filmik. Link w opisie pod spodem.